Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I play the various regions, counties, provinces, territories, whatever you call them, the first level of a subdivision of a nation on planet Earth. And I play these on GeoGuessr. And the objective, that was hard to say, is to, have some fun, hopefully, and to explore places I have never been and probably will never go, and to try and score 25,000 points in each of these places on GeoGuessr. If I fail to do so, well, the area stays on the list of places to play that I've got, and it might feature again at some later date in the series. And if I do succeed in playing 25,000 points, off the list it goes, and we're complete with that thing. Today we're going back to Madagascar. It's been a while, and we are going into the middle of the island, pretty much, into the region of Amoron'i Mania, the banks of Mania. So I guess that must be the name of a river. And as you can see, there isn't a lot of locations here. It's basically one road going through the capital here, which is Ambositra. Yeah, so this is a territory that is, which we won't see much of, but it's within here, 16,000 and some square kilometers, just shy of 900,000 inhabitants, and the capital of Ambositra has about 41,000 of them. That's an old number from 2018, so it has probably increased. I'm gonna have a guess. Okay, here's the Mania. So that would be the river that has given the name to the region, and we won't be seeing any of that either. So yeah, there's only one road here that has been covered, and it's third-party photography, so that could be just about anything. So I think my main objective here today will be to try and score at least one 5,000 point round. I failed when I did Android on the south end of the island, although the small glimpses I got when I made this map was that this is an altogether more built-up part of the island than Android is. I could be wrong. So, anyways, let's go and see. This could get interesting. So we'll do it like so. And we're gonna make a challenge, as always. Like so. And then I'm gonna put the link in the usual safe spot. Amoron'i Mania. There we go. And we start the game. Interesting. What's this for? So is this the ruins of an old house, or is there? No, there's got to be some. There's got to be some method to the madness here. And let's see who's making this footage. Nyaka Andriana Valonoma. Yeah, that is also one of the peculiarities of Madagascar. That it is that the main language, Malagasy, is, well, I don't even know if it's called Malagasy, but it's an Austronesian language. So, because, yeah, look here. Oh, that's interesting. So we got some terraces going on here. So, yeah. So, yeah, the Madagascar was... Okay. Madagascar was populated back in the day. Well, first populated jointly by people from Africa, but also people from like Malaysia, Indonesia, thereabouts. Okay, so we got a town down the hill. Maybe we should find out what that is. So the footage here is going to be slow. I wonder if okay, yeah, it's still going to be slow if I try to do the enter key thing, so we just have to be patient here. Not like I'm playing with any kind of time pressure. Let's see, we're going north. Okay, and here's a sign. I like signs. But even more than signs, I like signs I can read. That's not one. When is this footage from anyway? Doesn't say anywhere. I think so we got this project thing going on, but yeah, I won't learn much from that. So let's see. Yeah, this area looks all milestone 275. Okay. Yeah, this place looks altogether more developed than Android did. So here we got actual houses. Well, they did have houses in Android as well. Let's be fair. It's just different outlook on life, and maybe not outlook, that's the wrong word. Different way of life, that would be a better thing to say. So here they're cultivating rice. And curious to see that they're doing it in what a no, okay, of course it's dried up clay and mud. So where does this road wind up? Are we in Ambositra? Sorry, Ambositra. Let's see. My guess is that we will be in Ambositra, but and then the question is, what is a name of a town and what is the name of a person here? That, so let's see. Let's just say that we're in Ambositra. And we've been heading north all the while. And that doesn't quite fit the road, does it? Because we had that. Gonna put a checkpoint here, and then we're gonna move back to the start because I want to check. So here we're moving northeast, southwest. No, we don't really have any bends that fit this thing, do we? Except maybe here, but way too many houses, so this is not where we are. Okay then. So how far north do we go? And of course I've already forgot which, but I think this is the road. I like to look at that, but unfortunately there are no towns here. So how about this then? Or maybe even better this? No. I think I lost. I think I've lost what road we were on. Why not? Why not indeed? Let's have a little look here. Going southwest. And once we are around the bend, we're going southeast. No. Because we're going to go northeast one. Yeah, because the southwest, northeast. Yeah, this is not the bend. Let's see, and then we're going. And then we're going south. We're bending southwest though, so hang on. And then it straightens up. Just want to see if. Do I now get this little thingy here? That looks suspiciously correct. Yeah. And now the road should turn straight south. It does. So, yeah, of course, because I'm a ninny, we are looking this direction and should be a building here. I can't see one. Let's see now. That is this. How are we compared to other features here? Let's see now. We should be around there. I think when I look perpendicular. Yeah, I think that's a good one. No, it wasn't. Oh, there goes my shot at 25,000 at least. Okay, so we're by the town of Ivato. Definitely not Atananarivo. That's... that was unfortunate. But okay, let's go on. Hey, this is just down the road, isn't it? I think I remember that lady. Maybe I don't. Yep, here we are again. Okay, Ivato. Okay, let's see if we can get it right this time then. So now we come around the bend. We're looking sort of northwestwards. But this isn't right, is it? Let's see, so we've just come around the bend. Have we got some... No, I don't think we have a messed up footage here. Or rather, messed up compass. So here we're heading northeast, so that means we're here. Around the bend, we go north. That means we're here. Should be a road gone down here, but I guess the roads here are perishable, to put it somewhat glibly. So we should be around here. Troll is that thing there. I got those houses over there. So I guess it would be more fair to say that we're here. No. Okay. So I think we have to, I just have to console, have to accept the fact that there is quite a lot of misalignment here and that the locations are not exact. And it is nigh on impossible to say in what direction I need to correct myself. So yeah, any 5,000 point round here will be a pure bonus. Okay, this is another, no, it's just another vehicle. Nyaka has changed. Okay. So does that mean we're in Ambositra? Let's see, we're looking north. Let's just back up a little bit. Get a feeling for this intersection. Northeast. Could be here. Could very well be here. Nim Ambositra. I think I'm gonna be so bold as to say that we're about here. Maybe I'll do like that. Let's have a look at these houses here. Kind of suggest I'm down here. What direction am I looking here? Looking northwest. Yeah, that could work. So, just want to see. Can we find any of these businesses? There's a bank. Miotisua. Should be coming up on the shares or something. Well, they definitely sell clothes here. So that could be the shares. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the giveaway. The intersection up here. Yovena, yep, we got a petrol station here. Okay, yep, we got our spot. So let's see, how inaccurate is this one? Oof, jeebus. Okay, so how am I gonna deal with this? I know the location is right. So I'm wondering if I'm gonna green flag this one after I'm done with it and say that this is actually a 25k round, but we'll see. Okay, next one. Okay, looks familiar, but not quite. So, not quite down in Ivat, I think. No, I think we're in a different place. But we got the red car again. Not the dark one. Let's see, here we're going north. And the good thing about the coverage here is that, well, of course, it isn't extensive, so that makes it simpler. But one thing that isn't so good about the coverage here is that it's not all in one line. There are snippets that of road that isn't connected in terms of coverage. So I might find myself between two dead ends at times. Okay, this. Ooh, driving a truck here, that has to be a high risk job. So driving on top of a ridge. Very straight road. And, well, hang on, what does it say on that one? Does it say 185? No, 285. So that means if that is the same route, because we're 275 in Ivato. So what direction are we heading? No, hang on. We could be on this bit here. Let's see, so here we are. Let's see. Go north, slightly east and north. Sorry, west. And, well, actually not. Slight turn. Sharp bend. Sharp bend towards the northeast. That could well be here. Maybe. Let's go on. But yeah, I was about to say something about the nature we see here, or rather, the lack of it. It has all turned into cultivated landscape. This used to be rainforest once upon a time, all of it. Okay, now we come to kilometer 284. Let's see, so we're not here. Not with that bend over there. So let's see, but we could still... Maybe we're down here. We're that far away. No buildings here. Let's check on that bend when we get down to it. At least the road looks promising. Let's see. You'd almost think you were in Southeast Asia. Except for the denuded property of the landscape. Hang on. There was supposed to be a road going off to the side here. Somewhere. That might have disappeared for all I know. Okay, so now we're going into first bend this way. Yep. And then we're going to go and get a second bend that way. Yep. And then we're going to get a sharp bend back. This is the place. Has to be the place. We're going to go straight north-ish for a little bit, and then we're going to have a sharp bend. Yeah, we got our spot. We got our spot. Okay, so that means... It's going to mean we're somewhere down here-ish. Because now we came through the town that was... Well, the settlement that was down here, or up here. So where does that leave us? So we're on a straight, and we got some houses, and we are going... Yeah, so we must be hereabouts. That has to be those two. That is that. Back again. Then we got these houses. And if I look due south, I'm clipping which of these houses? Also that house directly to the northwest. So we should be about here. Will be interesting to see whether it's putting me north or south of that location. Let's see. It's putting me north. You see, it puts me almost up on that level with the next house. But the one in Ambositra put me south, but that was a different car and a different run. Getting... Oh, well, now we're back in the car used in Ambositra. I believe. Doesn't mean that we are in Ambositra. Actually, it kind of looks like we might be on the outskirts. If my assumption is right. Restaurant. Oh, something in Mania. Ooh. It's something della Mania. And a restaurant. So, that can be a tough one. So, does that mean that we are up here somewhere by the actual Mania? Or is it just... Wait, ooh. Miam, glue glue. Oh, I love the name of that. I love the name of that. Hotel Restaurant Le Miam Glue Glue. Yep, that's pretty much what you want from a restaurant. I love that. That's the best. That's the best restaurant name ever. Hey. But unfortunately, I don't see this hotel and restaurant. Or just a restaurant. Could, of course, be... No, it's not. Socla della Mania. Why is it always that these signs always wind up like that? You can never sort of get proper close to it, because when you do, you're perpendicular to the side of it. Vola Mahasoa. Tahiri. Something. And that way it's not legible. Oh, some serious signs they got on the side here. Yeah, we got to be by Ambositra, right? If there's a Jovena in 700 meters. Let's see, what was the Jovena we had earlier on? Seriously? Oh, down here was the Jovena, but I'm not so sure that is the one. There might be more Jovenas here. Yeah, 700 meters. Hotella. Ah, this is Socla della Mania. Okay. Now we got... But the Socla della Mania, that's around the bend, so we're up here somewhere. That has to be this one. Am I going to be brave and say that because... because of the mass misalignment and the fact that when we were in Ambositra earlier on, it gave me a position 50 meters south of where I was. So let's be brave now and say that I want a location 50 meters north. No. Yes, say 50 meters north. Let's like put it there. See where that gives me. So it's the same car that gave me 50 meters south of where I was inside Ambositra. Will this give me 50 meters north of what? Let's see. That's ridiculous. Okay. I am going to list this as a green one, even though the score is not 25,000 points. I'm going to, because I know at least 4 of my locations have been within 25 meters of reality. And this doesn't reflect reality at all. So, yeah, interesting. So, but yeah, okay. It was actually good fun, even though, yeah, okay, it's borked. It's right properly borked. But I don't care. Because it was a fun place, and it was easy. Of course, there's only one road to deal with, but still, I kind of enjoyed that. So I am going to list this as a 25k round, because it's obviously unless you know all the 170 what locations that are on this road that I've picked. If you know them each by heart, you will not be able to play a 25,000 point round here. So yeah, that was an interesting one. And and I'm still glad that you're with me here on the Tiny Dot in Space, and I hope that you will join me for the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye bye.